Hi, and welcome to the podcast. Is this too loud? I feel like this is like too close to the microphone. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Okay, so. Welcome to another episode of Pod Crew. Except it's only one person because it's just me. Maybe in the future it will be more people. Maybe in the future I will have other people. But for right now, it's just me in my own room. Just chilling. I'm not doing anything specific. I need to get started with my podcast. Anyways, so as most podcasters, I'm calling myself a podcaster, even though I've only made one episode. And has anybody listened to it? Absolutely not. Actually, I haven't checked, but still. So as a regular podcaster, as a podcaster, obviously I have topics to talk about. Because this is what a podcast is. You talk about stuff, and you laugh at your own jokes, and that's just how it works. I forgot I can't edit stuff out. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know. I'm used to YouTube videos. So let's see. I have some podcast topics. Of course, I write everything down like a regular podcaster, obviously. Actually, one thing that I noticed is that ever since I started this podcast, even though it's only been one episode, like I've said, ever since I've started this podcast, I've noticed a lot of things. I became super observant about anything and everything everybody does. I mean, maybe that sounds a little bit weird, but just things not things in specific, just what am I trying to say? I don't know, but I've just become very observant. Can I even speak for 3 seconds? Absolutely not. I've become very observant of other things and other people. Whatever. I don't. Anyways, so I'm here to talk mainly about podcasts. I'm here to talk about podcasts. I'm a podcast that's here to talk about other podcasts, and this is a podcast review podcast. Actually, that's not a bad idea. A podcast review podcast where it's a podcast and they review other podcasts. That's awesome. That's way dope. Please don't steal my idea. Please. So anyways. Okay. So this is not actually my first podcast. I've had another one before this one. Do I want to talk about it? Absolutely not. It was a school podcast, is all I'm trying to say. I kind of forgot that it was a school podcast, so I went off and I told a whole junior class to do something that's called not living, and of course I got in trouble for it because you're trying to ruin our school image and okay sis, shut up, first of all. Second of all, you are literally Bowser. Third of all, shut up. Lol. And nobody likes you. Absolutely, the whole school hates you. Absolutely hates you. Anyways, am I gonna get in trouble for saying that? Probably. If people from school find this podcast, and if people from school do find this podcast, thank you. Thank you, because any listeners, a listener is a listener. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're hating me, at least you're listening to it. You know what I mean? That's awesome. So I did have another podcast. I was talking about school and stuff, and it was more like a news type of thing. But now I'm just trying to do my own thing, trying to just talk. And hopefully somebody will listen, because in real life I talk and nobody listens to me. That's funny. And then online too, I talk, nobody listens. Am I talking to myself right now? Yes, I most likely am. But that's why I made a podcast. So that way I could talk for hours and hours and hours on end, and nobody can still listen to me, but at least it's out there, and at least one person will click on this video. Or podcast, whatever. I don't know. It's on YouTube, so it's a video, okay? So yeah, I did have another podcast. It went terribly. So now I'm here again, trying to pick this up from the ruins. Sorry, I gotta cross it off of my podcast things to talk about list. Talk about podcast. Talk about my last podcast. Okay. Next thing, podcast journey. Well, I don't know what I mean by that, to be quite honest. So yeah, I don't really know what I mean by that. Podcast journey, I don't have a what is it called? Podcast journey? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cross that off too. Oh, let's see. So I'm gonna talk about 2018 for a little bit right now. Yes, I know it's 2019. I know 2018 was like a few weeks ago, but I'm still gonna talk about it because it was the worst. Okay, it was the worst year since 2016, for sure. Like for sure, 2016 was horrible. It was the worst. It was one of the worst years. And then 2017 came, and I was like, whoa, this is okay. Like, this is pretty dope. And then 2018, and I was like, oh, yep, that's you see, like, some people had a good year, but they still had like a bad, like there was like some low points, but overall they had a good year. No, me, I did not have a good year. I just had really low points, so it was horrible. But the one thing I did notice for my diary, because I have a diary, I've noticed that I document my life so much. I have a diary. I have a spam page where I post literally every single day anything and everything that happens to me. I have a YouTube channel, and now I have this. So what is going on? Anyways, what am I even talking about? Oh, right. Okay. I noticed that 2018, if I could describe it in one word, if like 2018, the year of blank, you know what I would say? For me specifically, 2018 was the year of horniness. Like, I was absolutely horny. Okay, that's literally the worst I could ever talk about. Like, we're in the second episode, and I'm already talking about me being horny. What's up with that? Yeah, I just noticed that I had a lot of crushes on a lot of people. It was insane. Like, ow. And then this year, well, not this year, last year, I realized something about myself, which is a little crazy. It's a little insane. And that is that I have a crush on older men, like a lot. Like, whoa, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah. I could give you some examples. And then I'll talk about another crush of a guy. Crush. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, but I have a lot of crush on older men. Example number 1, Scotty Sire. He's hot. Like, he's absolutely attractive. I mean, the mustache was just not it for him, but everything else Wow, he's 26. Next person, Jude Law. I feel like every time I have to say Jude Law's name, I have to take like a moment of silence because he's hot. Like he is the peak of white men. Like he is absolutely hot. Like there's no other way to describe it. He's so hot. And guess how old he is? That's right, guys. He is 46. And I am 16. Yes, when I meant older men, I meant older men. He actually has a child that is my age. He could literally be my father, but he's not. So, I mean, you can't see me, but I am winking. Yeah, that's what I noticed about myself last year. I was like, whoa, do I like guys my age? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. And like, I